Hey guys, Marslingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we have another no items run for Extreme Super Battle Road. We're doing the Extreme AGL versus Super STR. This run actually was quite easy. I think this is like my first or second attempt with this particular team. So shout out to my boy Tom from one of the Facebook Dokkan groups that I've talked about it on the channel a long time ago, I guess, but when I first started playing the game, before I even really started watching YouTube videos, I joined this random group on Facebook, and I ended up posting in there so much that I did eventually become a mod for a short time, and Tom was one of the other mods. We've chatted team building and stuff quite a lot, and he's been trying to do no item runs as well, ever since back in the days when this whole no item run thing first started up, possibly even before then, I don't know, but he sent me this team build, and I hadn't even started thinking about Extreme AGL yet. So I thought I would try it out and see if we could get it done. And yeah, it is in fact quite straightforward. In terms of if you get the right luck, obviously, I mean, no items runs always come down to RNG. But we're running kind of an interesting team build here. So I'm running double baby leaders. So we do have quite a few units on the team who are artificial life forms. And then some of them don't fall under that, so they only get the secondary Extreme AGL leader skill. So we got Boo Piccolo here. My Boo Piccolo, he's only 55%, but he definitely puts in some work on this run. He has a built-in chance to dodge. He gives a buff to power absorbed allies, so that will include the 13 that's on rotation here. And he does have a decent chance to stun with his super attack as well. So we're going to see here, hopefully he puts in some work. He definitely is very useful to the run. I don't know, it could definitely be done without him, but like, he helps out so much. Of course, here he starts off by straight away not dodging a super attack, so we take a lot of damage. But after this, we kind of see where one of the big synergies of this team comes in. And honestly, it's a rotation that I maybe wouldn't have thought of running together. But it does actually work out super well. And really, it's only because we took so much damage. So Baby here gets hit. We drop below 30% HP. So we go on to the next rotation where we have Metal Cooler. Now, obviously, under 50% HP, Metal Cooler will transform into the Metal Cooler core, like you see here. But the synergy that we're running kind of almost requires you to drop below 30% HP in order for this to work. And that is, of course, the Dragon Ball Heroes unit, Darkness Toa, who is on the team. Now, she's only 55% for me. She was unfeatured on both of the Heroes banners that we've had so far. So even if, like me, you did actually do quite a few summons on the banners both times they came around, it's very possible that you just don't even have any copies of her, because the unfeatured units were a lot harder to pull. There's units like the Baby Janemba, Dark Mask King, Adult Gotenks that I just don't have. And then other units like her, Darkness Toa, the Barbody Absorbed Boo, the Black Marseille, the one that's Vegeta. There's a couple of them that I literally only pulled the one copy. All the ones that were featured, I got multiple copies. I even rainbowed some of them, like the new Fusions, the Xeno Super Saiyan 3s. So yeah, hopefully when the Heroes banner comes back again, we can get some extra copies of them. But yeah, Darkness Toa, so 55%, she takes a lot of damage, so she's not an artificial life forms category unit either. So if the enemy is not attack lowered or anything like that, I think she takes around 70k from normal attacks. Now, she does lower attack on super, which is good. And then the main reason she's on the team is that when you drop below 30% HP, she gives you a full heal, as well as providing a buff to extreme allies for that turn. And so obviously the way this works super well is if you can take enough damage to drop below 30% HP on the previous turn, then it means we will go into this rotation where we're running Cooler and Darkness Toa together. Cooler will transform, as we've seen here for the last couple of turns. We can get off a whole bunch of damage. In fact, we almost take out Chaozu here. So like Metal Cooler Core put in some real work in clearing out these guys. And yeah, you go ahead and super when we can't take any damage. And then we untransform. And so then immediately Toa's passive activates and we go back up to full health. So it's such a good combo. Like it works so well together. Because we weren't at 40% HP at the start of the turn, Golden Frieza has no passive. Plus, I want to keep these two together anyway. So we put Metal Cooler in slot 1. He does take 34k on a normal attack without any kind of support. But it's also good because AGL Metal Cooler, if he takes damage in a turn, he then heals you a little bit at the end of the turn. So we can see here as we come out of this fight that attack was almost completely mitigated. We're only, what, like 5,500 HP shy off of maximum. So, yeah, very, very good synergy with this team. So, I think here we're going to go ahead and put Boo Piccolo in slot 1. See if he can come through with the dodging and the stun yet again. To try and stun Gohan. Then I think I switch over to Saiyaman 2. Because Android 13, no, so I do still target Gohan. Because Android 13 has a chance to stun as well on his super. It's just not super high. And then look at this. Boo Piccolo coming in with that free built-in dodge. Avoids the super attack from Saiyaman 2. Gets the stun on Gohan. So, yeah, putting in some real work already on this run. So, Android 13 does a nice little bit of extra damage to Gohan. And then we can lower Saiyaman 2's attack here with Baby. That's another thing that plays a huge role in this. So, both of the babies, Metal Cooler and Darkness Toa, all lower attack on their super. So, obviously, in situations like this, where we've only got one enemy that's active and the other one is stunned, we can target Saiyaman 2 with all of the attack lowering here. So Gohan can't attack us at all. And yeah, Saiyaman 2, aka Videl, is just getting absolutely bombarded with attacks here. And nerfing her attack so that she can't do a ton of damage back to us as well. So yeah, she does 10k damage to Metal Cooler, and then of course because of his passive we're going to heal all of that back at the end of the turn anyway. And then even Toa, who can be incredibly squishy, she comes through with the additional super here for another attack lower, and then yeah, takes 7k. So bear in mind, like I said, like no attack lower at all. Darkness Toa takes about 70k, so we definitely take 7. And then yeah, Baby almost takes out Videl here. Her attack is nerfed so much now that she's just not really going to do anything. So we can go ahead and put Golden Frieza in slot 1. I don't know if a normal attack is going to be enough to take out Videl, but we don't get enough ki to super. And obviously I would rather retarget to Gohan and super with someone who can stun him. And then because Boo Piccolo put in such a good turn the previous rotation, I decided to keep him on rotation here. See if he can come through with some of that good RNG for us again. It is risky because he does have a lot lower defense than Android 13. But his chance to stun is higher and he has that dodge. Unfortunately, Frieza doesn't take out Saiyaman 2. And then Boo doesn't come through with the stun. And then yeah, you can see here, if he doesn't dodge, he takes 68k. Except Saiyaman 2 was so nerfed, she only did double digits. But 13 comes in here, takes her out. And then we only have Gohan left to go. We're at what? About 60% HP. So this is a bit of a dangerous situation to be in because we're just ahead of the transformation requirement. And we got to go ahead and put Metal Cooler in slot 1 because I don't want to break up the rotation. There's no way I'm putting Darkness Toa in front of 4 attacks here. So yeah, 50k. So if Gohan had supered here at the start of this turn, that would have been it. It would have been GG. So I'm a little bit concerned at this point because Gohan hasn't been attack lowered anywhere near as much as Videl was previously. But fortunately, Cooler comes in with the additional super because Toa still has to take those attacks in the middle. So I was very wary of her. I think it's only one attack actually. I didn't check. I didn't see it again at the start of this rotation. Yeah, it is only 1. So fortunately, he still did a bit of damage, but fortunately all those attack lowers help us to survive. And then of course we hit him with another one, and then we go ahead and get the baby transformation. So it's actually good that we didn't finish him off with the Metal Cooler and Toa rotation, and that is because we are below the 30% threshold to do our Metal Cooler into Darkness Toa heal combo. But by going over to the next turn and then finishing off Gohan here with Great Ape Baby, it means that we're going to go into Fight 3 with that Metal Cooler Toa synergy rotation ready to go. So as you can see, that combo is incredibly powerful. Like, we are just below 10% HP here now, going into Fight 3 against Vegeta and Kid Trunks. But we're going to transform into the Metal Cooler Core straight off the bat. And this means we're going to be able to start dishing out some free damage here. Obviously, the plan is to try and do as much damage to Trunks as possible. Potentially get him out of here. So then we only have Vegeta to worry about. And then that's the beauty of having a team that has so many units on it that can lower attack. Is if we only have one enemy left, we can just constantly focus him down with those attacks and nerf his attack so much that he just can't really do anything to us. Outside of a super, of course. But Metal Cooler even getting the level 3 dodge there as the giant form, even though he can't take any damage. You love to see it. So Metal Cooler just working away on the Kid Trunks here, wearing down his HP. I believe we might even get the third turn, like, because sometimes it's designed that you normally only get 2. I think sometimes you can be super unlucky and get 1. I don't know if that's with all of the giant form transformations or only some of them, but you can also come through with the luck and get the third turn as well. So of course, I've said it before many times, especially when it comes to like the giant form Super Battle Road stage, but the giant form can be really useful in Super Battle Road. Because it's just turns where you don't take any damage, and you can see, like, in Fight 1 we cleaned up quite a bit of the Z Fighters health with the transformation, getting down to only Chaozu surviving, and then here we're able to start working on Trunks. We get the additional with a crit for a nice little bit of extra damage, and then of course the beauty of running double baby leads is that Metal Cooler is on the artificial life forms category, which means he's getting 4 ki from both the leads, which means when he transforms into the giant state, he already has 8 ki instead of 6. So that makes it a lot easier. As you can see, we're not really missing super attacks with him, which is really good. And so yeah, he does come through with the extra turn. So what I do here is I'm pretty sure that a normal attack from him will kill Trunks, but I don't know, looking at the orb field, how it's going to drop down. So what I do here is I can get a guaranteed super with the first attack, so I target Vegeta. I can get one with the second attack, so I target Vegeta, and then the plan would have been, if I couldn't get a third super here, I would still retarget Trunks, and the normal attack would have probably killed him. But the orbs fell down perfectly, and we can just get 3 supers again, so that third attack will finish off Trunks. So that bonus turn of the transformation really helping us out here, because it means that we're able to deal some damage to Vegeta already, and then completely take out Trunks. And we haven't had to worry about taking a single attack. Plus we got double crits on the 2 attacks on Vegeta, so we'd basically done 2 million damage to him for free and completely wiped out Trunks. And then of course you're going to see once again here, we went into this fight with like 10% HP. This combo kicks in, we untransform, Toa's passive goes off, and then yeah, we are now on full HP. So yeah, that works out super well. Now, coming out of the transformation, even though we do get full health, things could take a drastic turn, because obviously now he's not attack lowered at all, and we got no support or anything like that. So yeah, Cooler taking 40k on the first attack, then we can lower attack. But if there's a super attack anywhere in this turn, none of these units are really well positioned to tank that attack. But we're okay here so far. 22k after his attack's been lowered. And then, of course, Darkness Toa coming in with another attack lower. She still takes 47. But then, of course, we are also going to get a little bit of a heal from Metal Cooler's passive at the start of next turn. And then I think we have Boo Piccolo on the next turn. No, we don't. Okay, so Boo Piccolo does also heal a little bit at the start of the turn. So that works out nicely for us as well. I have no idea why I did this and not putting Golden Frieza in slot 1. Because they don't have any links. So I really should have put Frieza in slot 1. Watching this back, I actually have no idea why I did that. Because they don't have any links, so it doesn't really matter where you put them. But Baby applying some more attack lower. Oh, it's because he's stunned. That's why. I didn't even notice on the playback. So yeah, we stunned him last turn with 13. And so now I didn't need to worry about my rotation. So there you go. So everyone just gets off a free super. We can't take any damage because he was stunned. And yeah, unfortunately for him, he's got very little health. He's been attack lowered multiple times. So I'm hoping here that Metal Cooler finishes the job. And I noticed that the Dokkan attack gauge is almost completely full. I probably shouldn't have picked up that last AGL orb, all things considered. I probably didn't notice it at the time, knowing what I'm like. But Metal Cooler unfortunately doesn't get a crit, so he survives with the tiniest sliver of health. In a way that's good though, because he only did 45 damage to Cooler, and that means Cooler gets his full, I think it's like 7% heal, because he took an attack. And then Darkness Toa actually comes through and takes him out, even though she does such little damage. But you can see we are almost on full health. We're only like 2,000 HP shy of full. And the Dokkan attack is literally good to go. So, with all those attacks in the middle, I'm not sure here whether the friend Baby, because I think he's only 79%. I did not find a rainbow one. So, I don't know if the friend Baby is actually going to be able to take everyone out here. So, I decide that we're going to put him in slot 1 because he is the best candidate for the Dokkan attack. And then put Frieza in slot 2. Because if you see all those attacks stacked up there, there's what, like 6 or 7? Maybe even 8? I think it's 7. So anyone who survives, they are obviously going to be attacking into Golden Frieza and not doing a ton of damage. And then I retarget Goku with Android 13 because if anyone's going to survive, it's going to be him. Unfortunately, we get a super attack straight away, so 260k. So we've got, what, 140 left? So if Gohan doesn't die to this Dokkan attack and super attacks us, then that would have been GG. But, I mean, obviously, as you're watching this run, that isn't what happens. I can't remember if he gets taken out by the Dokkan attack here, but the Dokkan attack definitely did a bit more damage than I was expecting. I targeted Gohan on the off chance we could get an additional if he did survive, because he's the one attacking Baby next. And we do a ton of damage. Baby does actually come through with the additional, and it does seem like Gohan did survive with the tiniest sliver of health. So we take him out, and then yeah, only Goku and Vegeta survived with the tiniest amount of health left. So now all of their attacks in the middle are just going to go off on Golden Frieza and do no damage. And then Android 13 can come in, complete the mission he was created for, and take out Goku here. And so, yeah, we finish this turn with only Vegeta left. We even get an additional with a crit, but it's not quite enough to finish him off. And then, yeah, the Dokkan attack put us to almost full HP. So, we can just let Metal Cooler come in here and finish off Vegeta. I probably should have put Toa first, just in case, but, I mean, his health is so low. And considering there's 5 enemies, like, his tiny sliver of health is a lot less than the tiny sliver of health that would look the same when there's only 2 enemies. So yeah, Metal Cooler comes in, takes him out, and then that is the Extreme AGL run done with no items. And yeah, my LR Baby only has 1 dupe, the friend only had 2, my Boo Piccolo and my Darkness Toa are only 55%. So this is a team that's very far from like a full rainbow team. I even set a better time than I did the first time around. And so there you go. The stage beaten with no items. So Extreme AGL checked off the list. So yeah, there you go. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. The home of the Super Battle Road King. Check out the link to the Discord in the description. Feel free to join and join in the fun there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.